Hello and welcome to Recordholics Academy. My name is Gary, and if you're serious about making music and making it work, this is the place for you. In today's video, we're going to discuss why talent alone won't make you a successful artist. Ah, yes, talent. I'm fortunate enough to have met in my life some of the most talented people, I think, in the world. Living on Long Island for so long and working in the music industry on Long Island for many, many years, I have met so many talented people, like crazy amount of talented people. I've been really blown back by some people's talent. Like, you book a session, when you own a studio, you book a session. Somebody wants to book a session, you get the price, you get this, okay, we set the date, time, you come in, and I'd never met you, I don't know you, you coming in to record. Maybe you sent me the beats beforehand, or you sent me the tempo grids or whatever beforehand, like maybe I heard some demos or something, or maybe I've just been too busy and I never checked it out, I don't know. And then, set up for the session, hit record, and you're listening and you're just like, wow, what is this? Who the hell is this? This has happened to me many times. And just going to shows, meeting people. I have seen so much talent. It's crazy. And I guarantee you that no one watching this video knows any of those people's names. This is the sad reality of, I don't know, the world we live in, but I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. This is just the reality of it. You can be really talented, really, really talented. In fact, I want to venture to say that the most talented people who have ever lived are probably completely unknown to the entire world. Because talent it's not the biggest factor by a long shot as to whether or not you succeed, especially with something artistic like music. Because talent can really only take you, so far. You have to have the willingness to do things, to get seen, to do things that will progress your career. Not just be talented, Hey, I'm talented. I recorded a song and I put it out. Why am I not famous yet? Because no one cares. In fact, there's no way for anyone to decide whether or not they care because there's no way for them to see it. We have to do things to get people to see the talent, to see what value we are providing. We have to do the work. So talent is probably the smallest part of the equation. And the reason I say that is that talent can be cultivated. In fact, it's usually cultivated. Talent is not really a natural thing. Certain things come naturally to some people, but you have to foster the talent, like, to build them. You can't just say, okay, well, I'm good at playing the guitar, so yeah, I'm really good at it. Okay, so, what can you do with that talent? Are you able to turn that into a really cool guitar lick for a song? Are you able to put on a show and do a solo, like, or are you just good? Okay, well, if you're just good, most people are not going to care. I might enjoy seeing how good you are. But I feel like most people, you need to find a way to present it to people. Presentation, I think, is everything. It really is everything. The skill itself is very little part of that. You need to find how you can serve that skill and that talent to the world, or to the right group of people that are going to be interested in that. So let me just go through some of my notes here. Just kind of see what points we need to hit. So let's just think about this for a second. You're an artist, you're a musician, producer, beat maker, whatever, engineer, whatever. You are one of many, one of many doing something similar, right? You are unique. You are you. No one is like you, for sure. But if you're presenting a skill that you have, you're not the only one doing that. I'm just throwing that out there. There's a sea of people doing what you're doing. So talent is really just the starting point. You have the skill. You have the ability to do something, create something. That's cool. That's awesome. I love that. But like, how are you presenting that skill to the world? How are you showing people what you can do? What's the vehicle you're using to present that? What's the work that you're putting in to make sure people are able to see it, to make sure you keep getting better at that skill, at that talent? Because if you don't foster the talent, it will not get better. It may not even stay the same. You still have to practice. You still have to do that thing that you're good at in order for you to continue being good at that thing. Okay? Not to mention the fact that, there's a reason that people who are far less talented are seeing more success than people who are very talented. Because if you have a little bit of skill in something, and you put in the work, and you have the deep desire to do that thing, and you're putting in the time and the effort and the energy, and you really deeply care about it, the things that you're making are going to be better than the things that the more talented person are doing. Because you're more talented, you have all this skill, you can sing better than like so many people. But like, are you presenting songs with heart, with passion? Are people able to read the passion on you? I have heard people sing who have so much skill and talent, and they sound amazing, but there's like something, when you really listen, it's like they're not being genuine. It's fake, because it's all about talent. I'd rather hear somebody with far less talent and more passion sing, because passion is like the essence of singing and using your voice. Allow the passion to come through, So any day of the week, I would prefer someone with more passion than more skill or talent. Because the person with passion can develop the skill and the talent with the passion. And then it's a force to be reckoned with. Okay? To see success, there are so many steps and so many things that you need to do to build success that, like, if you're just going to rely on your talent, you're going to fail. So if you're thinking in your head, like, well, I'm good, like, that just mean that I'm going to be successful. If that's what you're thinking right now, do yourself a favor. and just stop making music. Just stop. You're wasting your time. Because if you're not willing to do things, do the work, put in the time, the commitment, the effort, this is what I've run into so many times with people. They're so talented, and I'm like, wow, man, you're so good. You really need to be doing this. And they're like, yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. And they just don't do anything with it. They don't put in any effort. They're waiting on me to put in effort or something, or no one's going to put in the effort for you. It's just not going to happen. You can get people to do work for you by hiring them, or partnering with them or something, bartering. But no one's going to put in the effort for you like you. You have to put in that effort. And yeah, that could involve you hiring people or partnering with people or bartering with people, or, that can be part of that. But you need to put in the time and the effort to do the things that you need to do to grow, not just rely on your skills and your talent. Use your skills and talent. Use them, exploit them. The more you exploit your skills and talent, whatever little bit you do have, the more it can help you move forward. So build your fan base. Build your audience. Let people see you. Find creative and interesting ways to present your skills to the world. Not just like saying, oh, well, I'm going to do this and people should recognize it. Well, okay, maybe they will, but maybe they won't. And if you're not in front of people, showing your skill, doing it with passion, nothing's really going to come of it. Music industry isn't just going to come find you and scoop you up and put you in their latest multi-million-dollar campaign or whatever. It's just not. That's not how it works. The music industry picks up people who are working, who are building, who have a fan base, who have an audience. That's what they're doing. It's kind of always been that way. They assign artists that are on the upswing. Okay, this band is hot in this city. Let's go pick them up and then bring them to the world. Proof of concept. If you're showing that you are winning in some way, that's when people will try and come in and pick you up. My feeling on that is that that's going to ruin your chances at a long-term career, but that's neither here nor there for this video. The point is that if you're just sitting there well, I'm good, I'm really good, people should recognize that, then you're not going to win. I'm sorry. You're just not going to win. So spend the time. Come up with your plan, your goals, follow your goals, reach for them, push for them. Put in the time, put in the effort, come up with things that you can do consistently. You sit down and say, okay, because I got a job, I got to do this. All right, I only have X amount of hours per week on X days. Okay, so fill those times, fill them. I'm going to come up with things that you can do that are action steps. Not just all right, well, I'm going to write this song. I'm going to jam for an hour. No. Put in, make a list. Okay, I need to set up my email list. I need to film 3 videos in this time. I need to edit the videos in this time. I need to schedule posts on this day for these days. I need to, do a live stream on X day of the week. Do things that have growth benefits. Spend your time focusing on the small number of activities that provide the most value to your career. Don't spend all the time, noodling. Noodling on the guitar, or like, just jamming out. Like, yeah, okay, jam out. Yeah, do that sometimes, because that's kind of the whole point. Enjoy the music. But if you're putting in the effort, putting in the time consistently, not just here and there, people will start to take notice of your talents. You're giving them a chance to. If you're not out there showing yourself, putting in the effort to be in front of people, and just being a genuine person about it, like, hey, this is what I love to do. Not like, yeah, I'm better than you, check out, or like singing or whatever. Like, be cool, Be cool, show your talents, showcase them, share them. That's really like the word I think is key here. Share your talents with the world. Maybe create, if you're a singer or an instrumentalist or a guitar player, instrumentalist, or sax, whatever the instrument you play, rapper, anything really. If you have a skill that's really, really good skill that you really have a command over, maybe you can teach that in lessons and help other people develop that skill. That could be something you do on the side for income that can help you focus in your time on your skill and also help you improve skill. Because what I found in teaching is that when I teach, I learn. I get better. I come up with better ideas from me by teaching other people. And I learn from them too, because when I present an idea, they give me feedback and I go, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way. And I can shift and mold my thoughts on that topic and potentially things that I do, shifting things that I do. So that could be a thing that you do with that talent as well. And it could only help you grow in your career. Let's say you create a separate channel on YouTube where you give advice and tips and you give lessons on the instrument or the skill that you have. Be it guitar, be it vocals, be it, anything. Even if you're a rapper, like, you can do that. You can train based on your thoughts, like tips about how you think when you write. It could be whatever your skill is, you can do something with it like that. And then those people who follow you to learn that will be checking out your music too. You can always have posting, you can always have links for it in all those videos as well. So these are valuable things you can be doing to help grow the overall exposure that you have. And it's all work though. Everything is work. You have to be working. You can't just be like, I have a skill and this is it. I'm good. Check me out. I'm good. Check me out. So really, like, I'm hitting all these points here. Work ethic, consistency, marketing and branding is a point that I have on here. I mean, I would say, yeah, that's important. Those are things that are going to take your skill to the world. Those are things you have to learn about, but that's part of the work that you have to put in. The commitment and the consistency of the effort to learn what you need to know and do to get in front of people, because people who are good at that and far less skilled at making the music and singing and playing and whatever, they're doing better because they know about how to market themselves, how to brand themselves, how to present themselves, how to package it. Packaging, it's huge. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with another artist. That's going to do it for today. My name is Gary, and I'm here to remind you to keep creating and keep pushing. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.